Greetings and hello there, everyone. It's me, your Star Wars Dad Nooch Too Good. So, you just reached level 50, you got your first mods, you've opened up mod battles, you maybe got to the end of tier 3 of mod battles, you opened up mod challenges. What are you going to do now? And so this is going to be your beginner's guide to your very first mods. You just opened up mods. What do you do with them? How do you proceed? How do we go forward? And I got a few different places to look at here, but I want to keep one thing in mind. We need a lot of credits. So right now I've got about, if we look at what I've got for credits, I have 4.82 million credits. It feels like a lot, but it is not a lot. That is not a lot of credits. I am going to be running out about level 50 to 60 is where you start to run out and you can't keep upgrading characters. You can see I've got how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 15 characters that are max level right now, level 52. That makes 3 full teams. But at some point in the very near future, I'm going to have to start dialing in and maybe take this down to 5 to 7, somewhere in that range, maxed out characters, because I'm going to start running out of credits as I add stars to my characters, as I add levels. Credits are going to run low. Well, here come mods to save the day, and for some of you are wondering that doesn't make any sense at all. Let me show you a few things about how, and by the way, I'm low on crystals too. You can note that I only have 129 crystals right now. That's not very many. That's not very many crystals being at level 52 on my new Java free-to-play Rush account. So let's talk about what to do here. I'm going to go ahead and play the final node of tier 4 of mod battles. Now, one thing of note here, you need to play through all of these, and it's important. However, you cannot get to the final node until you get to level 80. And the final node is where you go in, you get a lot of mod slicing materials where you can take a gray, you can make a gray into a green, make a green into a blue, blue to purple, purple to gold, gold to 6 star, 6 dot, etc. So you can't get here to level 80. And I've got another, month and a half before I get to level 80, maybe 2 months, somewhere in that range. So I got a lot of time. I can take my time getting through these levels, no worries at all. So don't be stressing out. Don't feel like you have to go through all of these mod battles right away. You can take your time. The second thing to note is on these levels, you play them once. I said this on my weekly update on the account. You play these levels once on mod battles and then you move on with your life. You don't play these multiple times to get more 2 and 1 dot mods, and I'll show you why here in a short while. But first, let's go here, keeping in mind that I'm low on crystals, I'm low on credits. So you get to play these just like any other level. You can notice I just unlocked General Veer, so I've got like a full Imperial Trooper team here. Not perfect, but Iden, you know, she doesn't really fit in here, but she's an Imperial Trooper. But I can just go on auto. I've got some big allies. Again, boys and girls, I'll tell you once again, I've said it a bunch here at the start of this new account, and with all these beginner guides I'm putting out, make sure you get big allies. If you can't find big allies on your own, go ahead and join my Discord. The link is in the description of every video I've ever made. My Discord link. Join the Discord. We have plenty of folks in there in Galaxy Heroes. I think we even have a room with ally codes. You can request allies. And by big allies, I mean players that have been around for a little while at least and have relic characters, Gear 12 characters, relic characters that you can borrow, like this Relic Palpatine that I just borrowed. He was Relic 7. I don't need anybody else. Palpatine could just handle this whole battle on his own. It wouldn't be that difficult. I'm actually in more danger right now with my Stark in the yellow health than I would be if Stark wasn't in this. If I was running Palpatine solo on this, which I can't do, he would actually be doing better than I'm doing right now with all these guys because Stark is actually running a little bit low on health. So, get yourself some big allies. You can auto these battles. Lando's got to go. If Lando starts landing a bunch of AoEs, he could actually end Stark's day real fast. So we'll see if Palpatine can just finish him off with one turn, and that's going to happen right now. Goodbye. All right, that's what you do. Now, a couple things to note here. I'm going to get some 1 and 2 dot mods. There they are. A 1 dot crit chance mod, a 1 dot crit chance mod. Again, I don't care about these. I don't care. And even though, this is a great example that just happened, even though it has a speed secondary, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. So what are the 2 steps we're going to take now? There are 2 steps here. The very first thing I want to show you is really cool. So we go over to achievements, and I just got 10 crystals. I just got 10 crystals. Finish mod battles stage 4 gives me crystals. And I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to show you. When you finish these mod stages, it's a great source of early crystal income for you. And I'm going to scroll down a little more. There we go. So now when I finish mod battles stage 5, I'm going to get 10 more crystals. When I beat health mods and the health mod challenges, which we'll show you in a second, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I get 20 crystals for stage 2 of those. And I think I get 40 crystals for stage 3. And down here, it's all tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, 10 crystals. So I'm getting crystals for every stage I complete here. I get crystals. I get 10 crystals, which is not super amazing, but it's nice. And over here in mod challenges, when I go into here, every one of these I complete. Health tier 1, health tier 2, health tier 3. Every single one of these I complete, I get crystals. You get 10 for tier 1, 20 for tier 2, and it's either 30 or 40 for tier 3. I can't remember, but you just want to be completing all. And for defense, it's the same thing. 10, 20, 30, or 40. Same thing. Crit damage, 10, 20, 30, or 40. Now, the difficulty ramps up as you go, and you don't get to borrow characters in here. And I'll show you that right now. I'm not going to actually do this battle, because I'm going to show you what you're going to be doing. See, I don't get to borrow a character, and that's the team I was using when I unlocked this. I have attempted this health tier 2 twice. I'm not ready to get it yet. I did it this morning, and at the end of it, you get a big old beefy Echo, and I couldn't get through him, and I was down to getting a 1-star anyway. You want to make sure you get 3 stars in this so you can sim it. So I'm still stuck on health tier 1. As my characters advance, as I get some protection here when I start gearing up guys to gear 7, I'll be able to complete health tier 2 and eventually health tier 3. As my Veers gets upgraded, because I've got Veers, but he's not ready to go in here yet, that's what I'm going to get. So what I'm going to do right now, what I'm doing right now until I can complete these higher health tier modes, it doesn't hurt you to wait a little bit. I'll update you. If you guys are going to, you should watch my weekly Java free-to-play series. If you haven't yet, I've got a free-to-play playlist that it's on. Yeah, so go watch that weekly Java series. You'll be able to see where I advance when I get to tier 2 with this, when I get to tier 3. You see right there, I should have paused for a second, but I unlocked a bunch of 3-dot mods. Now, what are we gonna do with all these 1, 2, and 3-dot mods? We're gonna get some credits. We're gonna go get some income for ourselves. The mods are gonna turn into credits for us. Now you'll see, I could equip all these out. I could equip these. Assign. I could upgrade them. There's some, I got some 5-dots. Oh, I have some 5-dot mods from the Rex event yesterday. Well, that's nice. If you get a marquee event, oh, there's my favorite already. Anyway, I could deck these out, right? I could fill up this whole thing with a bunch of mods, and I could upgrade them if I enhance this. If I take it all the way to the end. Oh, it cost me 250,000 credits. Well, that sounds nice. Don't do it! Before you upgrade any mods, they should only be 5-dot mods, and you should go watch my mods playlist, especially Mods 101, Revert. I'm going to revert, get rid of it. Go watch my mods playlist to better understand before you start assigning and upgrading mods willy-nilly. It's going to help you a lot. So what are we going to do with these mods? What are we going to do with these mods? Well, I don't want to look at the 5-dot mods right now. I'll look at those. We'll look at those a little bit because that's important. When you get a marquee event, you're going to get some mods out of it. But I'm going to manage my mods. I'm going to go up here to filter. Yes, little techie boy. Okay. So I'm going to just take my Mark 1 through Mark 4 mods. That's going to give me all my Mark 1, 2, and 3-dot mods. We're going to filter that. Okay. Please note, I have all of these 3-dot mods, 3-dot mods. I've simmed it enough. I have a bunch of 3-dot mods. And down here, I've got a bunch of 1 and 2-dot mods. I've already sold some of them. What I'm going to do is sell all of these. I'm going to sell all of them with the possible exception of an arrow mod with a speed primary, which I don't have any of right now. It wouldn't kill you early on to upgrade a 1, 2, or 3 dot mod that had a speed primary. Now, how much does it cost me to upgrade a 3 dot mod to level 15? 73,000. How much does a 1 dot mod cost? 13,000. I'd say stick to the 1 and 2 dot mods. The 3 dot mod is super expensive, and at 73,000, you don't want to spend that. So stick to the 1 dot. It's going to give you, I think, like 17 or 19 speed. It'll just give you some extra speed on your characters to sit there until you get the real 5 dot mods in your lineup, okay? But, barring that, what are we going to do with all of these 1, 2, and 3 dot mods? As I mentioned before, we're going to sell them. Now, the very first question that you might be asking, and that I wondered, was, am I better off farming a bunch of 1 and 2 dot mods? Or am I better off farming the 3 dot mod node? Well, let's take a look here. When I go to sell a 3 dot mod, it's going to be 3,800 credits, okay? 3,800 credits. Let's get that off of there. When I go to sell a 1 or 2 dot mod, a 1 dot mod is 1,100. A 2 dot mod is 2,100. That's a total of 3,200, which is lower. So selling a 1 dot mod and a 2 dot mod together is worth less than selling 1 3 dot mod. And I think there's something important to note here. When you play these nodes in mod battles, you actually are going to get 2 mods out of this the first time you play it. And you're only going to play it 1 time, so you're going to get 2 mods. However, you're going to get a 1 dot mod and at best another 2 dot mod. So you're still better off going to the mod challenges and simming this to get a bunch of 3 dot mods, because selling 3 dot mods gets you more credits than selling a 1 and a 2 dot mod. Let's get back in your mods. So I'm going to do this. Let's go ahead and filter these mods. Actually, filter right there. Let's go ahead and manage mods. I have no mods in here. The only exception I would think of that I might have, and I don't have it right now, would be an arrow mod with a speed primary. That's the only exception. I only recommend 1 and 2 dot mods for that. The 3 dot mods are too expensive to upgrade. I don't have any of those right now, so I'm going to go ahead and select all, and click sell, and I'm going to get 336,000 credits. That's not an insignificant amount of credits, and I'm going to go ahead and sell. There you go. Now, let's take a look at these 5 dot mods I have. Any rarity, all I've got left is 5 dot. Now let's look at these big boys here. I have a speed mob with crit damage, a defense mob, a health mob with a defense primary, a speed square that's got an offense primary with the speed secondary, and I have one other speed secondary. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell this speed defense mod. I'm going to sell it. Boom. And I'm going to take this speed secondary mod. Again, guys, if you haven't seen this before, I'm not going to go into depth and detail on this. Go watch Mods 101. Watch my mods playlist. It's really going to walk you through a lot of details how to deal with these mods. I'm going to click on a level 12 upgrade. Let's see if I can get some more speed on here. And I didn't. I kept it the same. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one to level 12. And I didn't get any speed secondaries. That said, I'm going to put those 2 mods on a character, and maybe I should have kept that speed arrow. It would have given me a little more speed. Oh well, I didn't. Oops. Let's go ahead, and I want Moth Gideon to be my fastest character, so I'm going to put this on him, and I'm going to put, I can't put that on him, so we'll go, I'm not going to equip any other mods. We're just going to equip the 1 speed mod, give him an extra 4 speed. Then we will take our other speed mod. I want Dark Trooper to go take a lot of turns. Let's get Dark Trooper some speed here. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. It's going to cost me money to take those mods off later. I'm not saying this is the perfect setup right here, but there you go. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're going to do. Your very first mod you get, you're going to sell 99.999% of them, with the only exception being possibly, when you could even sell them to speed arrows you might upgrade early on just to get some more speed on your characters. I wouldn't fault you for selling those either just to get the extra credits at the beginning of the game. And there you go. Again, I'll update you as I go through the Java free-to-play account for when I get Health Tier 2, Health Tier 3, other of these tiers open, so you can see how I progress through these as I go. That's all we got for today. Your very first mods, beginner's guide to very first mods. Hopefully this has helped you out. Again, go check out the channel, check out the Java Rush, check out the mod playlist. It'll help you a lot. And of course, always remember, Nooch too good.